Everybody, socalthero here, welcoming you back to another video of me flying around the world in my around the world trip. Today's video is going to be a little different because we are actually in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, so video might be a little bit longer just to appreciate all the new things in the sim here, and this video being the first one of the around the world trip in the new sim. We are outside the plane, obviously, because we can walk around as a character now in the sim. We are going to continue to use our Vision Jet here, but we are not going to use the modded one, even though that is ported over to my game already. We are going to use the one that is provided as a default plane here for the sim for 2024. We're outside our plane right now. Like I said, this is going to take a little bit longer than it normally would take for me to do these videos, so we're gonna be I'm not gonna do this each time or show this each time for you guys too, but we're gonna be doing some checks on our plane here just to make sure everything's in good working order. We're gonna be removing the covers here. As you can see, we get little prompts here to check different things on the plane to make sure that the condition is good on it. So we're going to go ahead and check the flap. There we go. Everything should be in perfect condition because it's not like it's a career mode or anything like that. But, yeah, that's what we got going on here today. To be honest, I have not done the checks yet on this. I'm so used to flying the Cessna 172 right now, which is kind of weird because that's something I wouldn't have flown in the previous sim, and in this sim I'm doing it just because in the career mode that's what it starts you with. So we got the I got the luggage door open here. I'm still examining this side of the plane now. Make sure everything's good. Just making sure everything's good in here. We'll just pretend our luggage is in there even though you can't see it. So this flight, like I said, is going to pick up from where the last flight was in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, which is going to be starting in, I believe we're in Norway. We're like on the west side of Norway, like the northwestern side of Norway. And we're actually going to be going to the most east side of Sweden. We're going to go to Stockholm, Sweden, so that'll be pretty cool. Block time shows it's going to be about almost 2 hours. Obviously, we won't have the video for 2 hours long here, but it will be a little bit longer than usual, obviously, because I'm showing you guys some of the features of the sim here. So we got all of our chocks and covers removed on the outside. We're going to go ahead and board the aircraft. It likes to throw me in the front seat, but yeah, go ahead and close that door there. We do have our tags that we have to pull off inside the plane here as well, which looks like we're good. I'm gonna crawl back up to the front seat here. A few little notes here. The cap system actually works on this plane, which is pretty cool. I'm not going to show you guys because I just don't want to disrupt the flight here, but you can pull down on this and it'll deploy a parachute for you, which is pretty neat in case you're in an emergency here. I'm going to go ahead and get the aircraft fired up here. But first off, I'm going to show you guys the little tablet they give you here for the sim. Usually on other planes, I guess in the Vision Jet, they don't have it. They have it mounted on the side. Whoops. One of the sides over here. But in the Vision Jet, I guess they didn't do that. But I already got the flight plan loaded in here. I used it off a sim brief. I tried to import it as best as I could. I just did the departure and the arrival / approach for where we're going based on what I saw in flight sim or sim brief. So I'm hoping that that it's correct there, but we'll know here shortly when I get in the air. Oh, sorry. And being that it's winter time, my allergies are starting to kick in, my winter allergies. The plane for this version works pretty similar to the modded version that I used to fly in 2020 with my buddies. As you see, it boots up. Everything looks pretty much the same for the most part. There might be some things that are not not the same or work exactly the same, but it's okay. Let's go ahead and do this. And we're going to go ahead and set this. And there's our flight plan. And I don't think that's right. Wait a second. Be runway 35, yeah. And I think that's correct. I think everything's correct there. So for the most part, you guys have seen this plenty of times in the other sim, but if I click on utilities, I don't have the test. That's something I kind of miss, is the initialization test with the fire and whatnot. To make sure you're not gonna crash or anything like that. You also don't have the utility to sync your sim brief flight plan into here, so that's kind of a bummer too, but it is what it is. Fuel pressure low. Yeah, I get it. We're working on it here. Let's go ahead and get some lights going here, just so the game stops getting pissed off at me for not moving along. They do throw a caution light at you. We get that a few times. We'll go outside here so you guys can hear it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, caution's on again. Yeah, whatever. And here's another cool thing. Whoops, if I can move around correctly. But there we go. You gotta kind of work your way around. Look at this. I can get out while the plane's running. And there was a moment in some of this testing where I'll try to capture it in another video or something with the career mode. I had my key bindings wrong, and as I was taking off on a runway, I got stuck here, and luckily I didn't die, but yeah, the mission failed pretty badly because I accidentally jumped out of the plane. So yeah, there's always that. All right, let's go ahead and close our doors back up here. Whoops. All right, we're gonna get back in the front seat. There we go. All right, so we're sitting in the plane now. Like I said, you guys are pretty familiar with these screens. There is, like I said, some key binding conflicts that I'll probably have to deal with too, because I'm still figuring them out. Let's go ahead and release our parking brake. Let me make sure, let me check something. Yeah, that is still not a thing. All right. There we go. Okay. I try to keep my key binding to what it was before in 2020. So like flaps was something that wasn't working correctly because I don't know why they decided to change it in the new sim here. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but it is what it is. We're gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm not gonna use ATC. ATC is a lot better in this sim than it was before. However, what the hell? Why is it doing this again? Hang on. Let's see. Okay, there we go. It's being stupid. Sorry. I'm not doing the full checklist like I should be too. Should be checking if it's free and clear, and it's not free and clear with the throttle. It's always stuck like this. I don't know why. Is what it is though. I guess it's a challenge more than anything. Oh hey, the map moved. Earlier I wasn't able to get the navigation map onto this side of the plane or this screen. So that's pretty cool to see. I'm gonna set the parking brake just because I do not see my flight plan at all. I'm on the departure, but it is not correct. Yeah, it's definitely not correct. Procedure, departure, runway 30. Wait, what? Why is that not there? I'm glad I didn't close the sim brief there. Runway 35. And it says I'm going out on SoCal 2D. Load that. Huh. Weird. I thought it saved everything it was supposed to from the tablet, but I guess not. And then, okay. It did save some of it. It just didn't transfer to the plane, I guess. Okay. Well, we're kind of learning this together, just so you know. Why is my map not zooming in over there either? Interesting. Yeah, this is going to be interesting, this flight. I could tell already. Okay, there we go. Now I got control of the map. Now we're departing out on 3-5, which is to the left here. Okay. Let's try this again. Oh, let's maybe take off our parking brake. So yeah, I've had a cold and my allergies for the winter are really bugging me too, so try to mute my mic as best as I can so I'm not hacking in your guys' ear here. I don't know what I'm going to do for the LSPDFR guys because there's a lot of talking in that. I got a lot of that to record. Yeah, let's actually get on the right taxi line here too. Yeah, new sim, different, new sim, same pilot. So, yeah, just go into it knowing that. But yeah, I have all the little help markers up still and whatnot just because I use them in career mode. That's like the suggested flight plan, or not flight plan, but the entry here and departure. And I don't really follow those, so I do on the career mode, but in this I'm obviously just free flying, so I could care less. Just kind of visually do it. But yeah, when you guys see that stuff, that's why it's up on the screen there. I still need to look and see if there's a way to toggle that on and off here. You know, just from the gate here, just so you guys can appreciate it, is if you haven't noticed it already like I have. If you look on the windscreen right here, you can see kind of the reflection of the screens from inside the plane. That's pretty cool detail to see on the windscreen there. Yeah, we're working on it. It's looking like it might be a little bit of a cold day, so we're gonna go ahead and turn on icing too, just to be on the safe side. And give the plane a little more thrust here too. As you can see, it gives you a thrust percentage, so you know how much you're actually giving to the plane. Now I do have sorry about that. I won't cough in your ear, but I can't promise that I won't have voice cracks. But as you can see, the trim's already set for me. I do have some assists on that I need to look into probably turning off, because I'm not the best. I don't know everything, but I at least know certain things like the trim level that the plane should be at and whatnot. But Pretty sure that's an assist that's turned on right now. That's a interesting parking job over there. There's definitely some bad loading in. Oh man, my voice. This is gonna be fun. I could tell already. Alright, so we're getting ready to line up on 35 here. If it was career mode, I'd be calling out to ATC for clearance, but we're not doing that. There we go. We're just checking to make sure we're clear. So the trim is already set for me. My flaps do not want to engage. There they go. I think I thought I was pushing 2 keys at the same time. That's probably why. Alright, lights are on. Minus something. Landing lights. Glad I double checked. Alright, we're on 35. As center line as I could probably get. We're at full power. And we're up. Positive rate, you're up. Oh, I didn't input my flight altitude here. We'll go ahead and do that while we're climbing. I'm gonna do 2 things at once. I've not used the autopilot in this game yet, so this will be interesting to see if I can actually get it to work. But here we are out in Norway. Guys, check it out and see. Now, as you can see, the ground is very much more detailed than it was in 2024. That is one of the biggest things, or 2020 rather. That is one of the biggest notices, or biggest things I've noticed since playing the new sim. I mean, among other things like that, you can see again the screen is on the windshield as well, being reflected. That's really cool. So we're flying straight out here. I'm going to throw on the autopilot. I'm just curious to see if it's actually going to work for me here. As it gets ready to nosedive me, it feels like anyways. Maybe because it doesn't have a flight level to this, in this flight plan. Let me see if that works. Nope, it's still making me go down. Okay. Give me the plane back. Give me the plane back. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I do this instead. There we go. Then we'll see if it actually makes the turn here too. Let's see. Oh, I never did reset that. Let the thrust be controlled here too. Was that correct? Yeah. Yeah, just look at it outside there. It's just so... Well, we see if we make the turn. Let's just take a look here and enjoy the view. Yeah, it's just... It is really neat to see. I haven't set up any cameras or anything yet, but you can move about the cabin still, as you saw earlier. I can sit back here. Once I set up some cameras, it should be a little bit easier here. To be honest, I wasn't prepared for this. I've been having so much fun in the career mode that I forgot I was going to be doing a flight today. And I did plan on doing it with my buddies, but I don't think all of them have the new sim yet. I've only known of one, which is Chi-Town Jason, which you guys all know from Police Sim and multiple videos of Flight Sim here. My good buddy Jason. Take off thrust. Why is it not being managed? Is that... I guess we'll do manual then. Oh, it's just reminding me, but the game is still going. Oh, it's making the turn. Very cool. I wonder if it's actually... If I got the autopilot to actually work here. Yeah, I know about takeoff thrust. Pissed off. There's a few things that like chime on you and kind of get you a little worried, like, uh-oh, what am I not doing right? That's one of them. Get caution lights. Some airports have outer markers and inner markers, and I catch them every now and then. And it beeps off to let you know you're at their outer marker, so it's kind of like, oh crap, I'm gonna die because something's beeping in my plane. No, it's just them letting you know you're in their airspace. It's a cool addition because it's something that is a thing, but it just kind of catches you off guard when you're not used to it from the previous sim. I think we are going to actually be... Let's see. I think we're going to be okay as far as the plane flying itself. I'll keep an eye on it, but I don't want this video to be too long. But we kind of go over some of the new stuff in the sim here in case I don't make a career video. I'm sure I will, but I'm getting pretty far in the career now where I haven't recorded anything that might look a little weird at first. How's that? There we go. So Hobbs is registered on here as well, just like in the last sim. So we're going to be at our first hour here shortly, because I have flown the plane a couple times to get used to it, just to see how it felt, and also to enjoy the sim, just kind of looking around and seeing what's new. If I remember correctly, we're at about 48 or 49 Hobbs hours on the previous sim, so we'll just add that to this one here. So we'll say we're at about... We'll say we're at 50. We'll just say 50 to be safe of fly time on our aircraft. But yeah, just to go over some of the new features. Yeah, we're making the turn. Awesome. One of the things I like is, I mean, obviously I have all this information on to tell me what everything is, and that'll probably go away in time. I just haven't had a chance to look for it yet. Actually, yeah, let's turn on some lighting here for our instruments. So can actually see everything. Instead of working in the dark here in the early morning hours. Actually, oh, okay. No, you can't. I'm one of those people that like to push buttons, so as soon as I see a button, I'm like, can I push that? Can I push that? But one of the nice things in the sim now, too, is usually I have to use my mouse wheel to do this, which I'm doing right now. You can also hold and then move your mouse left or right to get it to work, which is pretty cool. That makes adjustments a little bit easier, at least for me anyways. And then you also have the inner knob here, so you can adjust within there, or you can adjust from the outer, and it highlights for you too in case you need to see it, which me being on the older side now in my 40s, well, being 40, I kind of like having that kind of stuff just to make it easier on me. Let's see, can I actually, oh yeah, it tells you what the temperature's set at in the plane here too. That's pretty cool. You can hear the air coming on. Turn the air off. That's pretty cool that that's mapped in. I'm definitely, oh, it'd help if I pulled my flaps up. I'm well above where they're needed. Would have got dinged on my career mode there. So yeah, doing the around the world trip in 2024, continuing like we did before. As I get more time in the sim, I'll probably be able to turn off more things and also get more things adjusted. Like just in this video alone, I did not realize that I got the navigation map to actually work on this side. It wasn't working before, but it's nice to see that it's on the screen that I prefer. I honestly could care less about the aircraft status, but it's nice to have up, I guess. Being that it's free flying mode, that's not something that I'm really concerned with, because the aircraft's at perfect condition. It gets replaced every time I fly. Oh, yeah, like I said, the cap system works. You can activate a safe return mode, so I guess the plane flies itself to the nearest airport, which I know is a feature in the Vision Jet, so that's pretty cool to have. Oh, look at that bridge down there. Oh, that's pretty cool. Take a screenshot of that. And for those that are curious, I did buy the game through Steam, just because most of my games are through Steam. 2020 was through Windows, but it's nice to have the game through Steam. It still works on Windows servers and whatnot. It's still pretty much the same. It's just it launches through Steam instead, is all it really is. That's the difference. Speaking of the launch, I am recording this the Friday after the Tuesday this game came out, and I took Friday off and Monday off, knowing that I would want to play the sim and record and do some other things too. Near the Thanksgiving holiday here, which this video will be coming out near Christmas holiday, I'm sure. But I kind of expected it not to go smoothly. Let's be real. There's never been a game launch in probably the last 4 to 6 years that it's gone smoothly. At least it seems like. There's always bugs. There's always hiccups. And for this sim, the launch day was not the best. I'm not going to say I didn't expect it, because I did expect it to go pretty bad. But not as bad as it did. If you're not familiar with it, the first day the servers were overloaded because there was so many people from Xbox and PCs trying to join the servers all at once. This game is mostly hosted on cloud servers, so it makes the install time and the download time really fast, but everything you're seeing on the sim right now is being streamed from a cloud server, which is nice because it takes a lot of the workload off my PC. But at the same time, if you don't have great internet connection, you don't get to really enjoy the sim as much as you probably could. And saying that though, luckily, like I said, I have 1 gig of fiber for my internet, or actually it's 2 gigs, but it gets reduced down to 1 just because I don't have the capabilities yet to run 2 gig. But I've run into very little issues server-wise with streaming the game, and knock on wood, because now I probably will during this. But yeah, so far for me it's been great server-wise. However, yeah, day 1 they had server issues where they didn't have enough servers and they were overwhelmed. Day 2 there were still some issues, but they had actually they had resolved the server issues, but I kept having issues, and let this serve as a video to help just in case. Luckily, since I bought my game on Steam, I was able to go to the Steam discussion forums, and somebody had posted that they had the same issue, and I found their fix to work for me. So if you haven't read it and you're having this problem, if it's still a problem by the time this video comes out, maybe this will help you out too. But I found out this game's limited to 32 cores from your CPU, and I have a Threadripper that obviously exceeds that if it needs to. So I went in and I capped my CPU to 32 cores to make sure it didn't exceed the game's expectations, and the game started to work for me on day 2, and it's been great ever since. But yeah, I was loading into the sim, I'd get to about 89%, and then it would crash to the desktop with no error message. And that was the reason why I was having that problem. And luckily somebody had a solution already on the Steam workshop forum, so that helped out a lot. I don't remember their name, but thank you to whoever it was that posted that. Really appreciated. But yeah, the sim has been pretty interesting. It's a lot of fun. You can definitely see the extra details that they put into the ground, as you can see. Yeah, graphics are so much better. It runs... I've made some minor tweaking, not much graphically, but some minor tweaking, because it looks for your system specs and it goes, hey, you have these specs, we recommend this, these settings, and I left it at that. But I made some minor tweaks, like I don't like motion blur, so I got rid of motion blur. And then I low detailed some of the aircraft that are at airports, so it's not so many. Because the AI airplanes at the airports get streamed in on these cloud servers, and you can notice some hiccups if you have it up too high. So I put mine down to low, so there is some traffic, but it's not overwhelming in traffic. So like if I landed at like LAX, you're gonna be like, only like 20 planes here, and it's like, yeah, because I have it reduced down. It's not like 50 or 100 all over the airport. But yeah, that was like those are like the 2 minor changes I made to the game. Outside of that, it's been running pretty smooth. I can't really fault it for anything else really, other than that crashing, but luckily there was a fix in place on how to do it already to limit my cores, so it wouldn't keep crashing the game. The key bindings has been a lot of fun to deal with, just because there is a way to import your key bindings from 2020 to 2024, and I did that, and for the most part they worked, but my controller key bindings didn't import over, which maybe that's just because it was an Xbox One controller, so they're like, yeah, we don't do controllers, just keyboards and mouse. So for the most part that stuff made it over, but there's been some things that I've had to adjust and fix so it would work. Like when I cut out earlier, I'll probably cut it out. The flaps up wasn't working with my left bumper key like it used to on my controller. and I had to add that again. And the reason it didn't is because the default key binding has you holding that, and then you can move around the airplane like what I do here, like doing this. But that's on keyboard. I'd rather do that on keyboard. I don't... With keyboard or mouse, I use that to like look around, move around in the plane, and walking around the plane. I don't really use that for flying, but I need the controller stuff for flying. So I'm like, I need my trim and I need my my flaps on my controller. Please don't take that away from me. It's got to be there ready to go for the flight. Oh, there was a complaint that I saw Jeff mention, and I have the same complaint too, being a man with facial hair on his face. When you're creating your avatar, I don't know if you could see me in here. Hey, you can. There's me right there. Yeah, it's kind of loud when I'm out there, so that way I'm not competing with the game. But yeah, your avatar, you can't put facial hair on. And, I mean, I have a goatee. I would like to have my goatee, but apparently you can't do it in the sim. And I didn't realize that until Jeff said something about how he kind of put his beard on, and I was like, oh, that's right, I didn't put a goatee on my character. And I went back and looked, and I was like, oh yeah, they don't allow that. Everybody's clean shaven as a pilot in this game. I mean, it's a little detail. It'd be nice to have, but I could care less, honestly. The fact that I could see my character, except when I'm sitting in the seat, obviously. And I was able to customize the character a bit to look like how I wanted them to look like. As you saw, I'm just wearing like a green flannel shirt just because that's something I would wear in real life here. But I've been talking for quite a while now. Recording says it's at 38 minutes now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with some of the music that I have for the sim and checking out some of the views here before we start going in for our landing. Alright guys, I am back in the sim here with you. We have some pretty alarming updates to our flight here that I usually take advantage of in the other sim. And yeah, we are at our top of descent and our plane is starting to descend down to 14,000 feet, and it's going to continue to descend down. And we kind of have to pass the airport. It'll be on our right-hand side there before we get to the runway that we need to land on. As you can see, we are already on the glide slope here. It's already picking us up. But yeah, in the other sim, I usually had this air quotation mid-air refuel if I really needed to get fuel because I messed up. So I would just come up here and I'd change the fuel, and then it would add fuel to the plane. And it wasn't legit, but I'm not good with fuel readings and whatnot. That's something I still need to learn with aviation here. They don't have that feature in the new sim. So, yeah. Fuel is low. It's really bad. We're at 13 gallons right now. And we're at our top of descent. We're expected to land in about 15 minutes, so I might have just enough to make it. We're gonna see. But yeah, looking at the readings for the engine fuel there, it is not good. I heard the alarm come off for fuel level low total, which is the yellow, and then you see the red when it's really bad. About mid-flight, and I was like, wow, this is not good. I might Might have to be landing somewhere else today. But I think we're going to make it. I want to say I was messing around in the tablet and I actually gave myself a little bit of extra fuel, thinking that, hey, you know, just in case, it would never hurt just to have. But yeah, I've been flying at like 160 knots this entire time. It made the flight longer, but it made it to where I can make it here. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to let the plane do its own thing with, you know what? No, I'm not. Nope. I don't like that. It's powering up really high, and I can't afford to be throwing all this power behind it right now. We do have autopilot on. I'm trying to see how it works with without me touching the plane to see how it does with the descent here. If it gets really scary, like we're going to miss our landing, yeah, definitely going to take over controls and just do visual here, even though you can't see a damn thing in these clouds. But while we're here and we're waiting, I was messing with the tablet. This is pretty cool. Look at this. I got charts on here. So I could go to my flight plan here. So here's my flight plan where I keyed it in and everything, and you can file it with ATC and send it to the plane and whatnot. Oh, there's our breakthrough. Wow, that looks nice. So Stockholm, Sweden is where we're at right now. But so here you got flight details as well. And then you have your payload option, which is where I wasn't paying attention. And then fuel, which I threw this up here, but that was after the fact, so it's not going to work. Then you got your log here for your navigation. And then you have charts, which is pretty cool. You can get the chart from the airport you depart from, the ILS, the different facility or the different waypoints that you get to. In this case, I don't know if this is for all the airports. I'm sure it's not for like smaller airports, but you get like your arrival taxi route here, and you just click on this, and it gives you the taxi information where you're going to be landing at. You got departures. You got a ground chart for A380 only, apparently. I'm not sure what that is. That's probably just for a specific plane. You got the airports chart, so you can kind of understand where you're coming in at. So there's our plane. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even realize it showed your plane when you're in the area. So that's our plane right there, and we're landing on runway 26 right here. So we're going to be, like I said, flying around here and then making our landing there. Wow, there is a lot of snow down there too. This is going to be great for our first flight in the sand and landing. Oh man, for the around the world trip, you're gonna get a whole lot of learning experience today. Well, learn today. So yeah, the airport's off to my right somewhere. That's why I'm in the outside view. I'm trying to see if I can see it. I do not. Damn. Okay, well, I'm gonna let the autopilot take us there. Oh, LOD. Oh, another warning. Left tank is low now. The right tank should fall below in the red here too shortly. Yeah, this is not good. This is definitely not good. We are descending though, so we're doing good there. I am still really fast. I need to slow the plane way down here, so we're not burning as much fuel as we are right now. Yeah, luckily I wasn't paying attention to my speed in the beginning, so I was flying real slow. I was like, wow, I'm not really moving that much. And then I looked over and I was like, wait, my fuel is not that much too. And I was like, well, I think I'm going to leave it. So I think I might have got lucky, and not paying attention to how slow I was going made me realize that I didn't have enough fuel to make this trip had I kept it full throttle the entire way at like 220 knots or whatever it is. So yeah, and slowing down now. Well, there's the warning for fuel level right being low. We already know the tool's low, so it is what it is. Still got to make our turnaround here. So we go to SA 501. In fact, we're skipping SA 501. We're going direct to here. We can't waste time. We can't waste fuel. We have 5 gallons of fuel left, so if we're lucky, we're gonna make it on the ground here at the airport. This is really nice to look at, though. All snow covered here. And not much to see, just trees and snow, but still pretty nice to see in the sim, seeing the seasons. I'm really not liking the fuel level. That still runs us off kind of far. We're gonna go ahead and go direct. Nope, not cancel, activate. There we go. I'm gonna go direct to here so we don't, I mean, we're not gonna swing out far enough to slow down, but to be fair, we're not flying that fast too. So we're okay, but yeah, definitely gotta cut off some of our approach here just to make the landing. And can't fly the plane too fast or, yeah, we'll miss our landing here, as well as I'll run out of fuel. We are down to 4 gallons of fuel right now. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun. Yeah, I can tell this is gonna be fun. I cannot even see the airport. It's somewhere out here. As soon as I line up to it, I'll know. Unless it's that. Could be that up there. That, like, blocked off area. Kind of hard to tell, but we'll see. Yeah, that was funny seeing the extended LOD. I do this. Oh, trying to get it to flick over again. That was pretty funny to see, though. Yeah, I'm thinking that's got to be the airport. Yeah. So this right here is the airport, the 3D modeled part that you can tell with the buildings and whatnot. So this must be, I'm hoping my cursor's coming through on the recording, but this part right here must be the runway we're landing on. I believe it is anyways. Let's go ahead and zoom my map in just so I can see things a little bit clearer. Oh yeah, we're going to be landing real quick here. I'm going to go ahead and kill off autopilot. I'm going to be reducing power. Got 3 gallons of fuel. Oh boy. Yeah, this is going to be fun. And I'm pretty sure that is the runway that we're supposed to be on. Not much to see out here, but you can definitely tell that's an airport. I can see the poppy lights right there. I'm not on the glide slope anymore just because of all the rogueness I'm doing here. I'll go ahead and put my landing gear down, deploy some flaps. Let me give it some power. Oh, it's gonna give me this stupid thing. I wish I knew how to turn that off right now. Well, we're not following this, the indicators. I found in the career that they are a little misleading. And in this case, they are too, according to the poppy lights. According to the poppy lights, we're too high right now.
Sink rate. Pull
yeah,
up.
I know.
Up. Pull up.
Thinks I'm trying to crash right now.
Right.
There we go.
Sink rate. Sink rate.
We're not sinking. We're okay. Alright, we're going to pull back on power a little bit. Alright, poppies are saying we're a little low now. Still at 3 gallons of fuel. Okay, gear is down. Flaps are set. Trim is set. More power. We're going down way too fast here. Alright, killing all the power. Floating really bad. Ooh, ooh. Yeah, no rudder, no rudder. There we go, nose down. Ooh, okay. I was nervous. I wasn't expecting us to make it here. And to be honest, I'm glad we did. Wow, that was a lot of things to deal with in a short amount of time. Stupid taxi ribbon thing. According to the chart, if I saw right, we're actually supposed to be over here somewhere. I'll follow the stupid taxi ribbon though and see where it takes me. The only reason it's nice to have. The only reason I call it stupid is just because it's like right in my screen here. I'm like, kind of takes away from the immersion for some people that don't want to see that. All right, we are off the runway. Normally we'd be calling in an ATC, but don't need to here. Oh, okay. That's what the... Oh, now it's giving me a... Where the hell is it taking me? Okay, you know what? We'll follow the ribbon. Let's see where the game wants us to go park. Because I think small aviation is supposed to park over here with these hangars, based on the chart I was looking at earlier. But I could be wrong. And let's be honest, I'm not good at this, so I'm most likely wrong. Oh man, 2 gallons of fuel left. That's insane. This is so cool though to be out on the tarmac, or well, on the taxiway in this case, and it's just covered in snow. At least I'm assuming that's what it's supposed to be simulating as snow. But, oh, yeah, I know the fuel's low. It's okay. Yeah, it wants me to taxi to one of the jetways. Okay, well, the game wants me there. I'm going to go there. Makes no sense, but yeah, we're going there. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Right to one of the jetways. This little ass plane. All these ground guys are like, you're not supposed to be here. Although that guy's ready for the pushback, it looks like. Alright, we are in position. Go ahead and get the levers to idle. Yes, I know about the caution. It's okay. Oh, let's reset our flaps. I didn't do that. Flight plan, we can go ahead and delete that out. Yep. What is that? Cabin life not set. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna be out of here shortly. But we're gonna do the full shutdown of the plane here and get out and take a look at it here. Go ahead and fill the plane. I'm at 2 gallons of fuel. Wow, that was real lucky that I made it here. Stop with the cautions and the warnings. I get it. What about the throttle? I don't know. There we go. Okay, let's go ahead and put our safety pins back in. Ooh. Oh, and we'll open the door. Everything's shut off up here. I'm gonna exit the plane. This is cool. You can get off. You can completely deboard. That back. Put this cover. Whoops. That cover back on. Whoops. Getting under the wing there. Let everybody grab their luggage. I'm gonna go ahead and put that cover back on. Probably want to do that right away, but it is what it is. Alright, everybody's got their luggage. And I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna run into the plane. What the hell was that? Sounded like somebody just buzzed the airport here, maybe. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. Oh, I'm gonna get off the plane and I'm gonna go ahead and walk up to the terminal. Actually, the terminal has a ramp to it? Okay, well, we're gonna be checking that out. Go ahead and get out of the plane and get my door closed. There we go. They can refuel it. Just curious to see if... I'm sure this is not mapped in or anything, but being in Stockholm, Sweden, it makes me wonder if a lot of the stuff is actually here, because it's a international airport. It's a bigger airport than some of the ones I land at. Nope, I don't walk up. Okay. Oh, I kind of figured as much. But anyways, guys, that's going to do it for this video of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. If you have the sim, let me know what you think of the new sim over the existing 2020 version of it. I really like it. It's got its hiccups, but I know it can only get better from here. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to see what improvements and things they iron out come our way here in probably the near future. But anyways, guys, thanks again for watching. And until next time, take care.